Hey, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're doing the mid-month check-in, energetic check-in for all the fire signs. So that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is going to cover the time period of October 15th through the 31st of 2025. So let's see what's going on for you, fire signs, for the rest of the month of October. So let's see what's going on. And as always, please hit that like button so that other fire signs will see this video and get the information that they need to hear. Because if you're drawn to a video, that means there's something in there that you need to hear. And also hit the subscribe button so that you get future videos I put out. That I'm trying to, I'm always trying to grow the channel and add videos as my schedule allows. And take what resonates in this reading. If it resonates with you, take what resonates, but then leave behind what doesn't resonate with you. Because some of it might resonate with you, or all of it, or some of it might not. I noticed that the air sign readings, I'm an air sign, so the air sign readings have been resonating with me on a personal level. But all right, let's see. See what's going on for the fire signs for October 15th through 31st. What is the 2025? What is the energy for the fire signs? What is the energy for the fire signs? All right, your cards feel light and airy, fire signs. So let's see what's going on. All right, we've got the Two of Swords, the Moon, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Strength. Before I get into the cards, I just want to apologize for two things. First thing is it's getting ready to rain here, so it's like really dark out because it's cloudy. So I've got the candle going and I've got my light on as high as it can go. So hopefully you can see me okay. It feels kind of dark and gloomy. And the second thing is my voice. I kind of almost lost my voice for a while. I had some cold issues and it kind of settled in my throat. And I'm finally kind of getting to the point where I can talk again. But if I start coughing or something, sometimes it's still happening. I mean, you can tell my voice is still hoarse. So hopefully you can hear me okay. All right. So coming into the middle of October, um, this is your card, fire signs, coming into the middle of the month. And what I'm feeling is definitely kind of a sense of insecurity with this. And you can see he's holding on to his pentacle really tight. And he's doing that because there's like a sense of he feels insecure. So he's kind of like holding on to it for dear life because he's nervous. He feels insecure. He doesn't know what's coming. And the situation he's in feels very insecure. And I feel like that's how you've been feeling coming into the month, in the middle of the month of October. You've been feeling, that kind of insecurity, whatever situation that you're going through. And you're in this kind of stop and wait energy. See how she's got the swords and she's like, boom, wait. So I feel like there could be a feeling that you have inside to like communicate to somebody or have thoughts and words about moving forward in this situation, especially because you feel kind of insecure in it, but you're feeling like, nope, I need to stop and just wait. So you're kind of in a pause place right now. You're paused on on doing anything or taking action. You're just kind of like that lady in the card. She's just stopped waiting, and she's sitting there with her swords. And it's like, what's interesting in this card, I don't know if you can see, is she's blindfolded. So she doesn't quite see what's going on. And I think that's another reason why you feel you need to stop and just pause and wait it out, and that's also, it's adding to the insecurity, is you don't see everything that's going on. You don't know everything that's going on, and it's making you nervous. And so you're like, well, I'm just going to not do anything right now. and just stop and wait. And then in a situation, that's exactly what I'm getting with this card is, it's like there's things that you don't know about. Things like the moon, the sun's very bright in the sky, and the moon can be bright too, but it's not as bright as the sun. So it's like it illuminates some things, the moon, and then part of it's dark. So what I'm seeing right now is a field, and I'm seeing like at night, and you can see like kind of the shapes of the trees in the background, and you can see some of the landscape, but it's like obscured. You can't see everything real good like you can in the daytime. So you might know some of what's going on and you might have some information, but there's definitely, it's like you're not getting the full view of it. You're not seeing it real clearly. There's things that are obscured that you can't see, that aren't lit up yet, that haven't come to light yet. And that adds to this insecurity you're feeling coming into the middle of the month. It's adding to your response to that, which is just to be still and not move forward. But I feel like the atmosphere is this, and I'm going to pull some clarifiers on this, but you've got the Page of Wands. So what I'm feeling is it's like you, even though you're kind of insecure and nervous, you don't see everything, there is this sense of moving forward. But I'm kind of feeling, hold on, let me do some clarifiers, because I'm kind of feeling like maybe something helps to move it forward, or maybe there's a clarification coming out with what you don't know that helps to move things forward. All right, give me 2 clarifiers for the Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands there? The atmosphere for fire signs. 2, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you definitely have been thinking a lot about this and kind of keeping to yourself. And I do feel like you are trying to use your intuition to help guide you, especially since you don't know and see everything that's going on. You're not seeing it fully lit up, so to speak. And it's like there's things you don't know about that you don't see. It's like an illusion, like this word that's popping in my head. There's illusions. Yeah, I'm seeing, okay. I'm seeing the field again with the trees, and it's like an illusion, and they're showing me, like, say, like sometimes when you see something in moonlight, it looks like one thing, but then in the daytime, it's totally something different than what you thought it was at night. So there's that sense of illusion, and that's what I'm being shown. But the Hermit, you're definitely, kind of keeping to yourself. You're doing a lot of thinking, and you're in solitude, and you're trying to use your wisdom, and see how he has his little lantern to guide him. So he's using his inner knowing and his intuition to guide him. And I think that's what you're trying to do. But I think that's why you're trying to do it, because this is the clarifier I got for this Page of Wands. And I got 2 clarifiers here. Pull it up for you here. So it's kind of like you're trying to use your intuition, because I do feel like you're trying to take that step. Like the atmosphere is, even though you decided to wait and you're paused at the present moment, like this is what you're thinking about in the Hermit mode. You're thinking about taking that first step, because a page is like small energy. So he's taking, he's getting ready to take that first step. And that's what you're thinking about. And I don't feel like you've done it yet, but I feel like you are, thinking about it, and you're trying to plan it in your head. And that's where you've been kind of keeping to yourself, doing all that thinking in that Hermit mode. And it's like it's like taking action, but you haven't quite done it yet. But this is the other card that came as a clarifier. So I feel like you are going to kind of get to this point where you're going from, because you see the Page, and then the next would be the Knight, and then the Queen, and then the King. So I feel like because I feel like this is you, fire sign. You're transitioning. You're going to transition from thinking about it and taking the step, but you're going to end up in this, King of Wands type energy about it. But you're still in that planning. You're still, because this is your current energy, so you're still just kind of thinking about it, and you haven't taken action on it yet. And you're just kind of thinking about it. And I think part of the reason why you haven't taken action, of course, is because you don't have all the, you're dealing with illusions, and you don't have all the facts yet about it, whatever the situation is I'm talking about that resonates with you. But I definitely feel like this is what you want to go to, is that King of Wands energy. So in the near future, I feel like there is I don't feel so much this is you. I feel like in the near future, I feel like this is somebody coming in to assist you to help you move forward. Because like right now, you're kind of, stuck and you're in that stop and wait energy. But I feel like in the near future, this person is coming in, and it could be an earth sign because it's pentacles. But let me get some clarifiers on that too. 2 clarifiers, please, for the King of Pentacles. 2 clarifiers, please, for the fire signs. For the near future, King of Pentacles. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So I feel like this person is coming in. I would feel like I'm right on this from the clarifiers. Back it up. There's a person coming in that's going to help you, and they're in this King of Pentacles energy. Now it could be a fire sign, or sorry, earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. They're just in this King of Pentacles energy. So they're kind of like happy person, and they're wise like a king, and they're confident, but they also have the King of Pentacles has his stuff together. He's not he has all his ducks in a row in his life. His life's organized. He's abundant, not just financially abundant. I'm hearing very financial abundant, but not just that way, but also abundant. He's got his life in good order. So he's abundant in all things. He's abundant in relationships. He's abundant in, health and friendships and all kinds of things. So it's not just material abundance, but he kind of has his life together. But this particular person I'm feeling is rather financially abundant. And they're going to come in and kind of help you move forward with this. And I feel like they're going to help you, and this is what I got as clarifiers. They're going to help you leave this situation that you've been insecure about, and feel, and kind of illusion, dealing with illusions and feeling like, you're just stuck right now. You're not moving forward. You're just waiting. I feel like this person's going to help you get out of that situation, because you're going to leave that behind and go into a much more secure, stable, better situation than what you're in now, because you're no longer going to feel secure. You're going to leave this behind and go into a much better situation, and you're going to feel much more secure and much more, happy that way. And it's like something big's happening. You've got the Judgment card here to go along with that card, that King of Pentacles. So I feel like something big is happening here, and I feel like you don't see it yet because you're still dealing with illusions. So you don't quite see it, fire signs, but something big is happening and it's coming your way. And it's like, it's going to happen like a snap. So I feel like it's going to come into your life pretty fast. Like this person's just going to in the near, no, it hasn't happened yet because it's near future. This person's in near future. So it hasn't quite happened yet, but I feel it's going to come in like a snap. And boom, it's going to happen real fast. But there's something big happening behind the scenes that you don't know about with this person. So maybe this person is, planning how to come help you. Maybe they've been planning it for a while. And I feel like the universe is behind this. So you've got the angel here with the horn, he's got the horn. But I feel like, or the trumpet, but I feel like, the divine's helping this process. So you could very well have angels, the divine, higher dimensional beings helping this to happen. And it's like, I feel like they're helping to give downloads to this person, maybe in dream states, maybe through visions, synchronicities. But I feel like they're definitely trying to get messages through to this person to kind of come help you. They're kind of, I want to say pushing it to happen, but they're helping it to happen. They're encouraging it. That's the word I'm trying to say. They're encouraging it to happen, and for this person to come forward and help you. So I think there's definitely some divine intervention here, which is good. And it's going to help you, leave behind that insecure situation that you're dealing with. And the advice from the universe is looking real good for you, fire signs, because we've got these 2 cards. So I feel like this person's going to come in, and it could, to help you, this person here, this King of Pentacles energy. And it could very well be it's a love relationship. It could be like you're starting a new relationship with this person, this King of Pentacles. and they're going to help you get into a much, leave that unstable situation. And the illusions will be busted, and you're going to come into a much happy new beginning in love. That could very well be it. And I'm feeling like I'm sensing that, and I was going to say it doesn't have to be romantic, but I'm really sensing that it is. So it's somebody like maybe you're starting a new love relationship with this King of Pentacles, and they're going to help you leave that situation and help you get into a more stable place. And I feel like the divine is encouraging them to come. Like I said, they might be getting downloads through, dreams, visions, synchronicities, things like that. But also, it's like strength. So I feel like this card is two things. In what's popping up for you, fire signs, is you're going to need some strength to get through this process, you know, but you're going to need strength for this new beginning, because I feel like it's going to seem kind of overwhelming to you because it's coming in kind of quick and like a snap, like what I was talking about with that card. I feel like you're going to need some strength to move forward. I mean, it might be kind of overwhelming for you. Like all of a sudden, this person comes in and wants to help you, and you're a little bit like, I want to say, freaked out by that. You don't quite know what to think of it. So there's a little bit of you're going to need strength to go into this new beginning. But I also feel like you're going to need strength not just for that, but strength to get through this process and to get out of this insecure situation. So it's kind of like you're going to need strength for both to get out of that insecure situation, but also strength to start a new beginning. Because sometimes, even if a new beginning is really good for us, if it's something that we don't know, like since it's brand new, you don't know what's going to happen, and there's a little bit of fear that can come with that, because it's like you're starting something new, and even though what you've been in has been toxic or not good for you, it's what you're familiar with. And so, how sometimes it's a struggle for us humans to basically not be afraid of the unknown. Excuse me. To not be afraid of the unknown, and to have the confidence and strength to move forward, even if it is a brand new beginning and it's unknown. So, and when I'm feeling for your situation, fire signs, is what I'm hearing is in the past you've been hurt in love a lot, and you've had like not good situations and relationships you've had to deal with. And that's what's making you nervous about this new beginning with this person, because of what you experienced in the past. But I feel like because the divine is, helping you with this process, it's like I feel like, it's really nothing to be afraid of. But you're going to need that strength to not let your fears from the past experiences or fears of, the unknown, because it's something new, to keep you from moving forward into this new beginning. Because I have a feeling this new beginning is going to be very good for you, and it's going to be like completely different from what you're in right now with this unsecure situation, because you're leaving that behind. See? So I feel like, it's going to be good for you. But you're going to need that strength. And another thing that's popping up to me with this strength card, what I'm hearing is it's like a reward. It's like the universe. This card can also mean to me like you've done the hard work and you're getting rewarded for it. And I feel like in that case, that's what's kind of happening with the divine. They're like, you've been through a lot with this situation, maybe previous situations as well. And it's time to like get out of that insecure feeling, that insecure situation. And it's time to get out of feeling like you don't know everything and being nervous about it and the illusions. It's time to get that, behind you. You've done the work, you've worked hard, you've gone through these situations, you've learned and have grown from them. And now it's time, like you're getting your reward, so to speak. Like the blessings, that's what I'm hearing. The blessings are coming in, is what I'm hearing. And I'm actually seeing this card right now with like water coming out of it. But the water coming out of it isn't clear like in the card. It's like different colors. It's like really pretty, like a bright colors. And it's like, I'm hearing the blessings are coming in, like overflowing. Okay, here we go. Overflowing with blessings is what I'm seeing. So the blessings are coming in for you. And it's kind of like the universe is rewarding you for all your hard work and everything you've gone through, and, all the things you've had to learn in the past. But you are going to need strength to get through all this because, it's going to seem kind of overwhelming. I keep feeling like because it's coming in real fast, like a snap, and this person, it's going to feel like too good to be true. Like, is this really happening? Is this, it's like, feels too good to be true, and you're going to be nervous about having this new beginning because it's going to feel that way. But I feel like, no, I feel like the universe is like, working on making this happen. The divine's involved. So it's like, no, it's not too good to be true. It's really a blessing coming in for you to help get you out of this type of energy. It's like this time's over. You're done with illusions and instability, and you're done with that, kind of feeling that way and being in that situation. It's time to leave it behind. So, it's funny because you're the third video I've done fire signs, and the air sign and earth sign readings were all deep, and yours is deep too for the middle of the month. So there's a lot of energy going on the middle of the month. It must be because everybody's had a deep reading. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.